Hey, good afternoon. This is Bob from Trade Genius. It's the 13th of December, and I guess tomorrow, moment of truth here with the Fed. The market's been pushing up and in front of it, so I can't imagine, unless we really blow off tomorrow, what's really going to happen. Typically, I talk about it when I get to SPY, what I think will happen, and we'll take it from there. I'm going to blast through my charts here. You know, we were short XBI. I closed it yesterday. It just there seems to be a wall here of supporting price. We're at the bottom of a channel, and we actually flipped long today. I didn't really take anything long today because of the meeting, but you know, there's a good chance here that they may try to pop biotech. There's still these gaps here that need to be filled, but they're just not letting it get filled. So just something to keep an eye on. So I'm kind of away from biotech until after the Fed meeting. Wheat came right up to its VWAP here, and now it's a moment of truth for wheat to keep pushing higher. And so we're long through DBA and JJG, and but wheat went ahead and got back to VWAP. That's a pretty good fight up from where it was. Now it needs to start breaking out. VXX, we got a buy signal into it, you know, going into the Fed, and you know, my view is that we're still going to push right up here to at least VWAP, if not higher. And it's definitely, we have, you know, people are way shorting volatility into a contract roll into the Fed meeting. So I'm looking for this to get a release higher. We're long through VIX contracts, but just FYI, and I think this thing could explode higher going into the 21st. Again, it's been a struggle here with the VIX, but again, I'm looking for it to come up, at least get back to at least the linear regression shaded area here, push back over 15-16 area, you know, for the contract roll, and that's where I'll hop off. UNG, we took our profit on that, letting it sell down, even though we're getting some really cold weather coming. I'm still looking for it to maybe come back out into VWAP here before it pushes higher again, and then we'll be long. I'm long covered, so I'm waiting to take off my sold call and just run, you know, with directional calls on it until it gets overbought again. SPY, let me talk SPY here. So this is a quad witch week, meaning that everything expires. And the last time we had a Fed meeting that they raised rates into a quad witch, the market pushed up like it did into Wednesday, and had a bit of a pop on the news on the rate hike, and then promptly fell between 1% and 3%. And then I guess over the course of a couple weeks, you know, I think Dow fell like 700 points. So, you know, I'm looking for some of this ramp to get retraced. Hence my, you know, my interest in being long volatility, and at the very least to have it come down to the VWAP here, and most optimistic get down into here and fill this gap, but I'll take it one step at a time. SLW, we're long SLW, it's profitable, we're up at VWAP. One thing, you know, is if there's any weakness at all in the miners, I'm not going to ask questions, I'm just going to hop off and then reload. But we're profitable 50 cents on this right now, and I just have to see what I want to do. But VWAP stopped it, so we'll see if it pushes through tomorrow. I got to have a little exposure to metals because if it at all kind of dovish signals, it'll explode higher. SLJ, we didn't get back in. We had a buy signal on it, but we were with AG, and we have SLW, so I didn't get an SILJ, but it's a buy, but already got oversold, but already pushed through VWAP. So we'll see where this goes. It's all really now depending on what the Fed says. REK got stopped out, bought back in, and I just can't imagine real estate doing well into an environment that interest rates are going higher. It just boggles the mind. I think this push on real estate here ahead of the Fed meeting where people just getting the heck out and painting some sort of crazy story. But you can't have rising interest rates and rising real estate at the end of a 7 or 8 year expansion. Just people are lying to you if that's what they believe. We're back into Joe. We got in at 2010, 2047. We moved our stop up. Probably move it up to break even tomorrow. Like I said, I have high hopes for coffee, and let's see if this was a push off to roll the contract and start getting to move higher. But I'll take it in $1 to $2 pops if I have to make my money on it. But right now we're in 2010, 2047. We'll move our stop up to break even tomorrow and see if we can climb up to VWAP and then hop off and then see where it goes. JJG, we're long at JJG, and our stop is around 2880 area, and looking for it to break out. This is like the 4th or 5th time that it's been contained at this mid 29 area. I'm looking for it to start rolling. I think this cold weather, once people realize how long the spring is going to be and how long the snow is going to stay on the ground, that I think you'll start seeing grain prices really start pushing higher. And Argentina is in a drought now, so they're not having too much fun down in South America with the weather turning colder around the world. Talked about real estate. I think IYR topped. If you wanted to buy some puts on it, it could probably be a good place to do it. We're long IAU. Our stop's $11. Kept it out of the way because I didn't want to just have myself nickel and dime to death here with these quick spike downs that keep getting bought back. And I'm looking for obviously a move much higher in gold. EEM, we're out of it. I'm just watching it again. I for the life of me, I don't know why EEM's going up at all with the dollar strong and with the price of commodities in currencies other than dollars going higher. It doesn't make any sense to me, and so I'm just kind of staying out of the way. And we had a little quick trade, made some profit on it, and now I'm just gonna just probably sit it on the shelf till going into next year. Drip, I got myself out. I just didn't like the action anymore. A lot of my subscribers stayed in, and they'll probably be rewarded for it. I think oil topped, and I think the stock market probably is a short-term top, and that should support Drip. DBA, we're in DBA, and our stop is around 1980 area, and so we're these are longer swings for us. So I'm looking at broke over VWAP and not start to turn that linear regression to north and make me a happy guy. I'm exactly 9 cents profitable on this trade after 6 months. Corn's heading in the right direction. Looks like a little inverted head and shoulder pattern bottom to me, and I'm looking for corn to get over $20 here pretty quickly, which is ironic. It popped today on China announcing that they're exporting corn. That's because their corn's probably a mess and their farmers don't want it, or they can't store it. CRK looks a little head and shoulder pattern there. I'm looking for that thing to drop all the way back down to $8 or $9. CHK looks like a lower high, maybe a little bull flag there. It probably will fail and it'll roll over too. XLE, I think it's topped and looking for a sell signal here on a lower high. XIV, just the amazing beast called XIV, and it should start coming down with VXX going up. So we've been counter day trading it, but I'd like for it to push down back around $41, $42 area here, medium term, like next week or so, and be able to then ride hopefully a year-end rally with it. VXY the same. The dollar, they just can't push it and bounce right off VWAP here again. Guess it all depending on the Fed and how hawkish they are. Fed got to be careful though, because if they get too hawkish, this dollar starts to go. You're going to start breaking some countries and currencies around the world, and I think it's going to be a big problem. TDM, we're long TWM, right at our break-even price here. Our stops mid-22. Small caps, I think, have already done their deed, and I'm looking for them to roll over. Real estate we talked about. SLV in SLV, and stop didn't hit yet. Looking for now or never. Either going to blow it down or blow it up tomorrow. Sugar looks like it has another bear flag coming. I like to get into sugar, but I got to let this thing find its bottom first, and it's just not doing it. Talked about SPY. Oil, I think is kind of toppy here, and looking forward to roll back over here imminently. Talked about the miners. MOS, looking for a place to get back in MOS. This has been one of our more consistent trades this year. Like for it to fall down into the $27, $28 area and be able to pick it back up for another $2 or $3 ride. Talked about biotech, miners. Let's see if anything of interest here that I didn't discuss. The yen, we're in the yen, and so I'm looking for FXY to go up and for the yen to start going higher. And my stop is down in the lower third of the 83 area, and to give it some room, and I'm looking for this to retrace a lot of this move higher. Talked about producers, miners, natural gas, and we're in AG, and like I said, you know, I'm looking for miners gonna go one way or the other tomorrow. I guess as simple as that. And we're back to XBI. So there it is, and so really all eyes on the Fed. On our trades for our Nadex, we had a winner on the ES side, we had a winner on the FX side, and so those went well. We probably won't do any tomorrow because of the Fed, and look forward to checking us out. And we're gonna have something pretty exciting that we automated that we'll be announcing here pretty soon for people who like to trade more frequently, and it doesn't require me to call out the trades. Come straight from my computer. So stay tuned on that. Thanks. Bye-bye.